One more freedom for us. One more freedom for us.
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came their crime, they changed their mind. When they came their crime, they changed their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 yo, ayo, 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 ayo.
Okay, good morning. From my end, good afternoon from wherever you are. We want to say a pleasant welcome to the program, the Image Spotlight. And today we are together going to discuss a topic on drugs, say no to drugs. And today we are asking you how we all can stop the smuggling and the uses of drugs among young people in Liberia. And quite recently, the issue of drugs in Liberia has been going on for a long period of time. From time immemorial, we've been talking about the drugs issued every time, talking about drugs, the uses of drugs in Liberia among young children, the smuggling of drugs in Liberia by higher ups, some of them, so by other people, influential people in government or any society, who find means to import drugs using other people to bring drugs in the country. And the way the drugs issues going on currently in the country, Liberia, is creating serious problem for our society, especially amongst the young children of Liberia. This drugs usage of taking in the drugs by the young children have clouded their mind completely, and many of them, you know, they have turned to wayward children. They don't even have the place to go home again as home, and parents are frustrated. People have been talking about it back to back. So this campaign, say no to drugs, have been launched, and then August 7, people will be gathering at the Capitol building in Monrovia, so they can be able to put in their petition to the national legislature to fight the issue of drugs in Liberia. The drugs in Liberia among young people have been on an increase, have been on a rise for a very long time. And we all fear or favor, we need to stand against this issue of drug smuggling in Liberia. And now, come to think about it, people smuggling drugs in the country, importing it by whatever means they can get away, and that's the main way to get rich this time. And so kudos to my big sister Neswa Bien Livingstone, who raised this issue up until yesterday or so, and she brought the whole thing up. Mr. Kra, Dore Kra, she also talked about it, and other women are also standing against this issue of drugs usage in Liberia and the smuggling of drugs. And so in recent time, a woman was caught at the RRA smuggling drugs in Liberia. And if you saw the video, I wish I had it to play it, but I don't think I have a photo. She smuggled drugs in the name of doing business. According to her, she have the a luggage from somebody who asked her to bring it for her from somewhere in Asia. And where in the world you gonna travel and then you bring something for somebody that you didn't even ask them to open it in your present for you to see it. You just say, oh, my suitcase is at the area, let me take it and blah 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 blah. And then at the end of the day, she's smuggling in clothes like the new shirt people wearing. They put it on it in the shirt, open it and smoke. Try to bring the drugs to Liberia. Thankfully, the security officer at the RI, the DEA, the immigration, and the rest of the people, the custom people, they were able to take seizure of the entire process. And I think she's in custody right now, or so. I don't know the whereabout, but she should be in custody. Other people are claiming that she has bribed some higher ups in the DEA, and then she's found her way out. But the reason why you see me, I'm taking this thing to another level. I'm taking keen interest in it. It is because I'm a parent. I have young children too, that might be, eh, you know, or exposed to drug usage. God forbid. But you see, when other people, children going through it, you don't celebrate them. You don't say, oh, they didn't train their children. That's why the children going wayward. The society now is not about who trained their children, who didn't train their children. In our society right now, the young children follow each other. They are in school together. They meet to the church, to the various churches and mosques. They meet to the various playgrounds, and wherever they meet to interact. So you might not have that direct influence. Maybe you tell your son when you go to school or child, you go to school, you should come back home on time. If he doesn't come on time, make sure you follow up on him or her. So, but my problem here is how we as Liberians, how can we stop drugs? How can we curtail it? We know to really curtail it is hard. Even the great United States or whatever part of the great world, the Canada, the United States, the Great Britain, the rest of the world, to really curtail it is hard because higher ups are using it to get their money. But for us, in as much that we are a poor nation, we're struggling, in a struggling economy. So we need to find means to stop the whole drug smuggling in Liberia. I know it will not be 100%, but we should do it in a way that anyone that is caught in smuggling drug in Liberia should face the full weight of the law. I have understood that the pass a bill, to make drug a non-billable crime. It should not just be the consumer. The consumer has nothing to do with it. They only consume it. Thank you, Mamadi. Thank you, Justin. They should be. You can as well share the show too for other people to follow. So we all fighting against drugs. They can the consumer have not the problems. The smuggler of the drugs in the country, like that lady, I know her name Quita. She's one of the prime suspects. There are many in smuggling drugs in Liberia, but few of us, but the few of them, they sit that in some corner. They make money out of drug smuggling in Liberia, and they bring it. Our young kids take them in. Sorry, our young kids take the drugs in. Now, if you want to be part of the show to make your contribution, if you want to come add your word on what we say, just let us know. We will put the StreamYard link right here. You can log into it and come on live with us, so we together we can discuss the issue of drugs. Because the thing here is it creating serious problem for our society, and no one is like going to do anything about it. Yes, the government and DEA is trying to do their best, but they need to go beyond the DEA. It should go beyond the government. It should start from the community level. The women, the men, community leaders should engage these things to ensure that if you see any ghetto in your community, make sure you call the laws enforcer to come there. But some always say, oh, it's not our business when we see the ghetto in the community. Oh, it's not our business. We want the children to come and run behind us. And mind you, these drugs are the one, when the children take in the drugs, they have fear for nobody. They go in the various communities and start to burglarize people's houses. That's the time they will go to start to rape people. That's the time they will go, they will stab people, forcibly take their things from them in the street. And then we as parents that's supposed to be sure that these things don't happen. It's someone always said, because your child is not using drugs, is not taking in drugs, you sit there and do you know how many community children that I knew or know that got involved in the uses of drugs? And today they are like complete wayward. You can't even account for them. You can't account for them socially. You can see them in the community. Even if you see them in the community walking like zombie, they don't care. Do you know how many people, family members are crying every day for their children? That because of the whole menace that have taken over the country called drug smuggling. The cocaine, the kush, the all the different kind of drugs, high level drugs being imported to the country illegally by people. And yet people sit there and say it's not my business. No, it should be everybody's business. It is why, for me, I come on this media today to call on the Liberian National Police, the Ministry of Justice, to the Liberian National Police, the DEA, and the rest of the people to ensure that this thing come to an end. The executive mansion need to do something. The national legislature, the Ministry of Gender, the Ministry of Health, those people, the major stakeholders, need to come together and come with a solution. You think people feel happy that our children take in drugs in this country, but yet nobody does anything about it. Everybody sits behind and sits in a corner and feel that, well, it's not my business. It should be your business. It should be your business. It should be our business. It should not be, oh, it's not my child. No, 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 no. Because your child is also interacting with another child on school campus. Your child is also interacting with another child on a playground. The child is interacting with another child at the mosque, at the church. Now, each child might have influence over another person. So our country, Liberia, is in the news for the negative reason. So for me, it's not an issue of the regular CDC Unity Party politics. I don't get time for that crap they own. It is time to focus on the well thing of this country. The majority of the youth, if children in the country, majority of the youth continue to take in drugs, do you know in the next 5 years what's going to happen to majority of the youth in this country? Our population tells us that maybe between 60 to 65% of our population below 65%, or I call it 35 years of age. And our kids are no exception. But yet, this one are the one consuming the drugs on a daily basis. And they stay on the street, you see them acting like zombie. And meanwhile, those who are in government or in the society that's supposed to find means to stop these things, most of them are the ones who helping to promote it. I want to get a kudos to Senator A.B. Darius Dillon, Senator Dillon, for opening a rehabilitation center. But he alone cannot do everything. There should be a national emergency. Drugs, the eradication of drugs should be a national emergency. It should not just be done with single person. Or little girl on Facebook crying for her daughter. Other people joining her to see how the best they can come and petition our national legislature. But this should not be about petition national legislature. The national legislature should know that this is not right. But these are the same people. What may you think the government cannot allocate resources to create allocate rehabilitation center across the country for those who are using drugs? They could do that. They have the money. If all lawmakers could come together and say, hey, we're going to cut our salary and benefit to just $5,000 each, and then the balance of extra 10,000 in Guinea to send it to across the various sectors in government, that's going to happen. The rehab today, where President Bwaka is living, where President Bwaka is living, and where the former President George Weah is living, that place we call the rehab was there before. There were so carry people in the crazy camp. It's not being children were crazy. It's because those children have mental instability. They were mentally challenged, so they carried in there. They have another rehab in the Jacob Town area there. Those places were allocated, was built in order to take care of people that have mental retardation. And that was what we needed to do. So the government can still go back to the revisit those areas or also build a new rehab center for the young children. Saying that they don't did good job. And some people condemning him, oh, what is no. It was his own violation. It's his own thing he took upon himself because he feel he wanted to do it for the Liberian children. But there should be a national approach. There should be a bill now in the house to create rehabilitation center for each county. So that our young children that were taking in drugs will be taken off the street, take them to the rehab center, make them into a better citizen. Train them how to do handiwork, how to do carpentry, how to do masonry, how to do pastry, and all the rest of the thing. But we said we don't want to do anything about the drugs issue. So let us all, as Liberians, say no to drugs. This is not the time. This is not the time that we'll be sitting idly and let it be done by the government, even though the government is not doing much of first drugs. They're trying, but it should not just be done by individual. The community to take the bull by the horn. The higher ups are importing drugs in this country. The higher ups are importing drugs in this country. For me, I don't want to go into the politics of anything about China. I'm looking at Liberia. Liberia is beyond Unity Party. Liberia is beyond CDC because Liberia existed before Unity Party. Liberia existed before CDC. But the whole country has taken over the country. Thank you. The whole country has taken over. The two parties have taken over the country as though they don't have Liberia. So everything that come on Facebook, the United Party and CDC, they're fighting on who owns project, who not own project. The project now it should be Liberia instead of this and crazy nonsense they still talk every time. So every time we need to talk about these things. Every time we need to talk about these things. Every time we need to talk about these things. How can we curtail the smuggling of drugs in this country? We need to farm, work the drug security. The various borders, we need to mend the various borders. Put tighter security measures into place. And if anyone in the DEA, the immigration, the police, or the joint security are found liable or are caught in smuggling or drugs or aiding and abetting somebody, they should be punished. But you see, everybody has his own. John Brown has his own. Peter Pratt has his own. Annie Jacob has her own. Everybody. So everybody in Liberia is supporting his own. For me, I'm not a sycophant. But the youth of the country are suffering every day. The youth that's supposed to be the next generation to build this country, Liberia, they are the one who have been infested with the drugs. Because what the young people, the how they call it, the guys at the higher level do, what they do, they go and bring in the drugs in this country. The children consume it, people buy it, the children consume it. At the end of the day, their children, they use the money that they're using to sell the drugs, they use the money, they send their children out of the country to learn. And tomorrow, the children will come and lead and rule these children are passing around. They call themselves Zogo. I hate to use that name on the children. So we as people will continue to advocate on the path that we should say no to drugs. We should stand against it. We should not just put it on our Facebook timeline and say, oh, say no to drugs. We should actionize it. We should follow up on things. We should follow up on things. Sorry. Sorry, my people, just a minute. So these are things we need to do. Okay? These are things we need to do. But if we don't do it as people, these are things going to happen to the country. Okay? There's things going to happen to the country. The young children are suffering on a daily basis. But nobody is doing something. So we as community people need to take action. The community need to take action. The community need to take action. It's not just us. Everybody got to engage into it. Everybody got to engage into it. Not just us alone. Parents. Parents need to take the bull by the horn from various communities. It should not just be only one group of people doing it. It should not be because Andrew Dunn is a victim today, because of his child or his daughter or somebody relative, they're taking in drugs, and I the only person. There should be a holistic thing. Whether my daughter is in it, whether my child is in it or not. Some of us here will have personal experiences on drugs. Our family members have been taking in drugs, but it's by the grace of God, they move from me to my younger brother here. I know a young boy that could play soccer, that he played football, I will say. That when he scored a goal, the whole everybody go wild for him. Thank you, Ekina. Everybody, everybody. But my younger brother, you know what I did? Sometimes I don't want to talk to him on the phone. But by the grace of God today, he has l- stopped the consumption and the usage of drugs. Yeah, true blues. Thank you, my brother. If you want to make your contribution, then let me know. I'll put a link here so you can come and join. If anyone you want to make a contribution on the drug issue, just let me know the link. I'll place a link right here. You can click on the link and come and join. I'll put you in studio. You can come and join so we all can discuss the drug thing. Because it is not just about one person. It's about the country. It's about the country. For me, I'm not looking at the day-to-day politics every day on drugs business on other things in Liberia. I'm looking at Liberia beyond CDC. I'm looking at Liberia beyond Unity Party. I'm looking at Liberia beyond any political party. I'm looking at Liberia, the next generation that will carry this nation forward, that will carry Liberia forward. But today, if we all do not stand to fight drugs, if we all do not stand to fight the usage of drugs in Liberia, our children will suffer for it. It's getting too much. Just a minute. Sorry. So we yeah, thank you, my brother Emmanuel College JB. What's up? Look, we need to all fight this thing about the drugs issue. It should not just be about 1%. There should be a national emergency. Let everybody stand and fight against the smuggling and usage of drugs in Liberia because our children are the direct victims. The young children are the direct victims. I'm telling you, giving me information that my younger brother was using drugs. He stayed in that drug for almost more than 10 years. I cried every day for him until at the point of time I got frustrated. That I don't even want to speak to him. I don't want to talk to him. Even at family gathering, when they call, you gotta say, I don't want to hear you. Continue with your drug usage. But you did I give up on him? No, we as family, we did not give up. We ensure until today, he's free from the usage of drugs. I mean, he used to take the hardcore drugs in. That when he even lying down, he would lie down for 2 days. We're all waking up. That's what I mean. And children are going through it. Yeah, you're right, Richelieu. You are right. So I mean, that's the issue. We should, past government, president, they're not doing anything about drugs. The other person, oh, drugs are we are project. Okay, that we are project. Okay, you know the party government that come there. What are you doing? How much are you trying little thing? But it should be not on the lips. It should not be on the lips. It should be something that we should do. We should go behind and do it. It's not about who brought it in, who didn't bring it in. God, drugs in Labrador have been coming in the country from day one. Just on time. He said, now what charter and boss used to use. So, So that's why Chancellor used to use. They used to use the drugs to make that soldier name brave. So it just left into it. It started to continue. It started to continue. Government after government, government after government, and nobody is doing anything about it. And we talk about Liberia every day. The next day politics. They that want on a project. You guys should focus about whose project, who's not project. You focus on the key things that will help the country. The young people are dying. That's what we should be focusing on as Liberians. We should go beyond politics and focus on the key thing. What bring us here today as Liberians? Like I said, Unity Party, the CDC, the ANC, Liberia were existing. We're going 178 years old. We existed 178 years before the even Unity Party, before the even CDC and the rest of the people. CDC only existed for 20 years. Unity Party, I think from since 1985, they existed, I think 40 years or so. The rest of the political party fall behind them. I think Chuwi Party is the oldest party in Liberia. But all of those parties, Liberia existed before them. So what we do, we put our countries first. We violating the rights of the young children. We don't want to do anything better for the country. But every day is another day politics, is another day politics, every day is a politics. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that. Yeah. And so these are the things that happen. These are the things that happen. And nobody is saying anything about it. Nobody is saying anything about it. But every day is the everyday politics. That's it. Originally, Don Bosco boss. I remember that they needed to get a train. Now they turn from Don Bosco boss. Now they turn to Zogo. They turn from Don Bosco boss. Now they turn to Zogo. I know how they do that. And then they said, "You call that Zogo." That. But Don Bosco boss used to be all around from Matali, from all around the country in Monrovia there. Oh, the Don Bosco boss come here on Broad Street. They say Don Bosco boss in a car lolo. But then they change from Don Bosco boss now to Zogos. Yeah. Then later they tell me Ishakaba boy. All kind of names. You just did not just come in Liberia today. It was not just Georgia, even though this according to this, they say it escalated to Georgia town. No. But the hardcore Liberian government official, hardcore private individual in Liberia that are aiding and abetting the smuggling of drugs in Liberia. So if somebody making an open door policy to come to Liberia, people need to go after them. Yeah, you are right, my son. I mean, obviously you are right. Okay, the government need to find a rehabilitation center for these people. Take them off the street, carry them somewhere, and make them a productive citizen. You see the thing what they do anywhere, Western world where we are. The people they get in a rehab center, they make sure people are taking care of them, talking to them on a daily basis, and make them into productive citizens. And tomorrow they will go back into society and become someone better. Liberia, we can do the same thing. You say we don't have resources, we might not have the resources, but what we do, we can solicit the resources from other people. So there's what we want to do. There are friendly organizations around the world that want to support rehab centers. But again, everything in Liberia, politics is someone went against say, oh, it is my own project. Oh, it's my own project. This should not be. The government need to take the whole drugs thing and from a holistic point. Everybody should be involved into it. It should not just be one person. It should not just be me. It should not just be Richelieu. It should not just be Justin. It should not just be. It should be everybody's business. It should be everybody's business, not just me. The women just stand. They swallow Livingstone with my daughter cry, and the rest of the women that are pushing the cause. That we should stop. We should say no to drugs. We should stand against it because our church, you can never tell. Don't think, oh, I get my house in fence. I build my house in fence. My child cannot go out. I drive my children to school in the morning to convent. I drive my children to JJ Rao. I drive them to Best Brain. I drive them to the best school. I drive them to Hilla. That's one of the best schools again. Sophia area. I drop them to Summer Edge. I drop them. I come. I put them back in the home. Someone in ASSM. Someone in the star. You say all of those things where you carry your children. But do you know who they interact with? Do you know what they do on a daily basis? You don't know. You will come home and see your child that you seen for all years, and your child start misbehaving, saying something different. At the end of the day, you see that child turn to something else. Is that how we should go about it? Is that how we're supposed to go about it? So, if you hear you are following the program, the Image Spotlight, and today we are highlighting the issue of drugs usage in Liberia, the smuggling and drug usage in Liberia. How can we stop the usage of drugs? How can we stop the smuggling of drugs in Liberia? We need to go in the street. We need to do it from the community level. The entire country infested with drugs because we have a porous border. Our security, they are inadequate to man under the borders. So because of that, the manpower, security manpower is less. But again, even though we don't have the manpower, but we as people should stand against it from the community level. It came a time when the armed robbery was going on, community came about. They said, "Oh, we will have our community watch team." So you should also have your community watch team when you come to the country to fight against drugs. If we could do it as community watch team to curtail the armed robbery situation in our country, we could still do the same thing as people. Where are we heading as people? Yes, brother. I mean, originally your point is, if you could come on this program, that's for just 5 10 minutes to post some of the view, or I will appreciate it. It should not fight against drugs. Should not just it should not just be only it should go beyond August 7. Fight against drugs should go beyond August 7. It's the evil. It's complete evil. It's devilish. It should. Just sorry. It's in the morning here, so I'm drinking tea. It should go beyond August 7. We should not say, "Oh, August 7 today, we're going to stand against drug. We're going to say no to drug. We're going to capital building. We're going to march." Then after August 7, we forgot about it again. Oh, it is because maybe someone, one of your closer friend, relative or child has been victimized. And that's the hypocrisy of the issues that someone always talk about. They to go beyond August 7. They march against drugs should go beyond August 7. It should not be because my child, because you're friendly with me and my child has been addicted with drugs, and my child is a victim of drugs usage. At the end of the day, you're kind of still sorry, you're in solidarity with me, and we all go to Capitol Building, we protest like we would do for rape. If a child from the village was raped, nothing will be done about it. Nobody will march to Capitol Building. If a woman from the village or her husband will beat her to death, nobody will go to Capitol Building to say about it. But if an elite woman, quote unquote elite woman, that in government or in society or high in high level society, if somebody just touch her, abuse her, all the women we gather, we're gonna protest. Oh, you insulting the women, you insulting the woman. For me, I've always spoken up for women rights and everything, children rights. Always, I will always talk about it. But we should not do it, one-sided. It should be holistic. What are the poor? What are the rich? Everyone have the same blood in our system. The red blood runs in our vein. The red blood runs in our veins. So the issue of the drug thing should not just be about, oh, this is because my child. No, no, no. Or because someone it has come close to home. Then we all run to it to say, oh, no, we're going to protest. We put it all about Thailand. Say no to drugs because a friend of ours have a friend of our child or children, are victims. And when we march thereafter, we forget about the other people's children. We will not fight for for our colleagues, our friends, our relative children, our peers' children. Those of you who all have the same social and economic status. This should not be. No, my point here, my advocacy on the say no to drugs is not about who is consuming the drugs. It's not about who is bringing the drug. It's about finding means to get it out of this country. I'm not shifting blame on CDC government or bringing drugs in the country. Yes, they contributed to it. Because drugs, 100,000 drug cases were in Liberia and then went under the carpet like that. I'm not shifting blame on United Party who is doing more or less to fight the drugs. My point here is we people of Liberia must do something because the young children are suffering. They are the direct victims who are consuming the drugs. Oh, yes, some of the higher ups consume the drugs too. But the remnants of it come to the younger children who don't care. Some of them, they are so addicted in using drugs, taking in drugs, until they go start taking dead body bones to smoke from Central Street and graveyard. So this issue should not just be about this one. Then see the two government for me, I'll let you talk about them because they never created any job for anybody. How many jobs CDC and Unity Party created for young people? These are the same issues. Many, yeah, no, nobody creating job for anybody. Okay, they said that nobody is thinking about creating jobs. Even the government that came to power, CDC didn't do it. The Unity Party government is not doing it. These children, when you rehabilitate them, you create a job, they will go there. If you create a job for these children, they will not get time to go be smoking. You find someone like that work for them somewhere to strip the street. Through Moreover City Corporation, look for fundings for their children. Put them on the highway. Put them in a truck like Yoda used to do. I remember Charleston at the time. Yoda, the street used to be very clean because Charleston High, the NGO, by through his son Jackson, they used to clean all around the streets in Liberia, Monrovia, and the rest of the counties. Yoda were operating all over. Even though MCC was Dutman, but Yoda were operating. Even though MCC was there, they were still doing that, but Yoda was operating. So why can you come or MCC cannot come up with other things like that to bring the young children together and create job? You see, the idle mind is the devil's workshop. The idle mind is the devil's workshop. When the main mind is clouded, what he does is that once he has nothing to do, he finds himself doing something else. But if you keep the man busy from 7 a.m. or from 8 to 5, when you finish working or even at that much are you gonna go into, you're not subjecting him to hard labor though, but you finish working or he get himself busy. Like I will not have a time to go look for drugs to take in. Because he will not be to the work site and be taking in drugs. I say if you want to thank you for following, if you want to join if you want to join, just let me know. I'll post a link right on the comment section that you can go on the comment section and you be able to pick up the link and then you come out and make your contribution. Because you got a young children and more advocates on these things before. So the whole drug issue is not just about today. The thing started from time immemorial. Successive government after government after government. But keep the young children busy. You know the party instead of you guys coming up on every time and accusing CDC, y'all leave CDC all of the thing. It's you governing now. Don't shift the blame to CDC because CDC is not in power. Oh yeah, if you get case that CDC imported drug, no, prosecuting Labrepo will send for you. Anyhow, official institute that you get evidence that they smuggle drugs in the country and you get evidence already, grab them now and prosecute them. But your focus should be on how to improve it. That's why the Labrepo kicked CDC out and brought you in. But you United Party people force you get on the social media every day and throw jabs. Oh, that's CDC. Oh, CDC. Instead of you focusing on what to better because some of you feel you got a job already. Some of you, I don't care whoever you are. I don't care. I don't care. I've never worked for government. I've been in so that I've been in on in the public in the public sector throughout and carry on my advocacy for women and children. So these are things I've been doing in the private sector. I didn't crave for working for government. Even though if I was there, I would have been working. But I think they were going to fire me the next day because because I was going to be tall on it. Integrity is what matters. You got those Unity Party people. I'm telling you, some of you got your leave there too much of CDC thing, everything. Oh, the CDC, everything you're doing, you're having your show, they're attacking CDC inside. You are promoting CDC intelligent way. I want to tell you guys, Unity Party people, and Reverend Lula Tape, tell your people, you must own boss man. Tell your CDC people, your Unity Party people to stop tagging CDC in attention. They should focus on the key thing of Liberia. They should start tagging the people inside. We want to fight drugs. Oh, they say, oh, the drug are happening in your country, etc. But why are you doing now on your side now to do it? What are you doing now on your leadership to stop these things? What are you doing on your leadership? You know the party people. What are you people doing under your leadership to curtail the whole drug smuggling in this country? Oh yes, I agree. Oh, doing CDC trying to get 100,000 drugs case. They have the former first lady brother involved in the drug trafficking. They have other things about drugs business in Liberia. Higher ups in the drug RIA every day they catching them. Okay, now they're no longer in power. Do you want to continue to attribute the bringing of drug or smuggling of drug in the country to CDC? Or because you say they open the policy, then you close the door. Close the door. More than compound complex. It's more than compound complex. You close the door. So the fight against drugs in Liberia, in my view, should be holistic. It should be holistic. It should not be limited to one group of people. I'm saying this to say that it's not because maybe it came close to home, so everybody, all the women will say, oh, we're going to Capitol building, we will march on August 2nd. It should go beyond August 7th, like we will say here. Let it go beyond August 7th. I'm here. I'm a I'm an indirect victim because my younger brother was a direct victim. And we as parents, we cried. Our nephew, our nieces, our neighbors, children, women of Liberia. That's the issue. If CDC people brought in drug and we have clear crew, prosecute them. But everything, every small thing, oh CDC, every small thing, you're losing focus. And you are indirectly promoting CDC for 2029 elections. Because the people will say, well, everything the reporter we did, we didn't do anything allowed to us. The answer though will come on and say, oh, there, you can't lie to you can lie to win, but you can't lie to govern. And some of the things he can be saying sometimes it sounds funny, but he knows what he's saying can be true. So you forget about what CDC did. Then they be defensive. You be doing your right thing. Then they can't be defending. Then they can't be defending. Say no, we didn't do it. And if you have proof of them doing it, start to prosecute them. But some of the people in the higher ups, every day the DEA people will fight because somebody want to get influence or the thing. Somebody want to feel they get connection. So the heads of DEA will all fight. Recently again, the two head and they're fighting again. Because somebody want to protect someone's interests. AB Kroma and the other Falika, they jump into it. Claims and counter claims. The other new people that are there again, they jumping into it again. Claims and counter claims. So they will bring a foreigner who can run the DEA or Liberia, and we can run the immigration, and you guys will be the people that will cry. Kolu, if you want to join, tell me. I will show you. I can send you the link right here on the post. You go on the post, and I will send you the link. You click on it. You can join me. Let's discuss the issue together quickly. I'm here for the next 30 minutes. Just a minute. Getting a phone call. Yeah. Okay, yeah, sorry, my people. So that's the thing we talking about here, the issue of the drugs and drug usage, the issue of the drugs and drug usage. Okay, so it should not just be who. Kolo, if you want to come on, you let me know. You tell me, I'll post the link right here, and then you click the link. Just let me know. Say you want to come on. I'll post a link right on the screen here, and then you go and pick it up and kind of join me. Let's discuss this thing there. In the next 30 minutes, we discussing it. Because I dedicate my 1 hour 30 minutes to this show today. Because later again, I want to discuss it. So what are we doing as people? What are we doing as people? Every day we're talking about drugs. Every day we're talking about drugs. Every day we're talking about drugs. But what are we doing? Should we come home before we start to fight against it? Huh? Definitely. Everybody is defending his side on party sentiment. Everybody defending his side on party sentiment. The other person say, oh, I don't want, we are superior at this one. The other party want to prove something. CDC want to prove something. Look, Liberia is bigger than CDC. Liberia is bigger than Unity Party. So like your nonsense, your two party, Unity Party. I'm telling you, Reverend Liver Tappe, you my own boss man. I'm telling you, chief. Tell your United Party people to focus on the key bread and butter issue of the Liberian people instead of them fighting CDC every time. CDC, you start fighting United Party too. Focus on what you're able to do best. Strategize for 2029, like you will do. You said you will do. So these are the things people do. So why would we say don't be doing this kind of things among ourselves? Every day, oh, the CDC did oh, United Party, oh, CDC, oh, you're fighting with a project again. Yesterday, President Joseph Boakai went Bonkande to do a different thing there. They focus on water tower. They say, oh yeah. They start comparing project what Georgia did. Yes, that's necessary. This is Liberia's thing. It's not who is this person. This is Liberia. It should not be about who. It should be about the country. It should not be about who is or who started. Now we're talking about fight against drugs. I mean, CDC Youth Wing or other Women We came up with a press release condemning the issue of drugs. And anybody found liable, they should be prosecuted. I mean, I applaud them for that. They should be beyond politics. It should be beyond politics. The CDC Women We came up with statement yesterday. I wish I had it to read. I only read it on Facebook. You understand these things? Why should we continue to win the gun? This is time for all to fight against the usage of drugs in Liberia, smuggling and usage of drugs. Because some of these big people in government, even from the DEA, the immigration, the cops, I'm not leaving anybody out. They know they are a complete cartel. That Eugene Facon will say, a cartel, drug cartel, or syndicate. They are together. They know from the LRA, from the immigration, from the DEA, from every sector of government in the security area there. They knows about it and they know exactly what they're doing. But because they have not been caught, the small children will suffer for a. Why will you run down behind the small child in Nuku Town and go say, oh, I'll catch you selling drugs? So how did the drugs go to that small child selling drugs in Nuku Town? Or that young person that's selling drugs, or that woman that's selling drugs in Nuku Town or West Point? How did the person get the drugs in the first place? So you see what happened? You should trace the route. There should be an audit trail. I don't bring my financial here in 18 year, man. There should be an audit trail. The source of the drugs should be the first one you curtail, you try to grab, then going to the end user. Because when you cut up the source, the end user will no longer be able to benefit from it. So when you cut out the source, the smuggling of drug in Liberia start to reduce. The user will start to reduce too as well. Because the quantity of drugs that come in the country that are being consumed on a daily basis will also reduce. But you leave the source and go to the end user in the ghettos. Is something wrong with y'all? I mean, DEA people, police, immigration. Something wrong with y'all? I'm not a security person, but I'm just speaking from my lay understanding. As a financial person, if you notice a leakage in the system, the auditor, you will go there and the place the leakage come from, you close the leakage. Then it will not be able to get to the next person. So if the situation will come up from that point, because in fraud in an institution is not being done by one person. Fraud is not done by one person. Fraud is always done by a group of people. So if you cut out the source of the fraudulent act, it will not be able to reach to the other point. There will be no fraud will easily go on because they partner. So if the source of the drugs is cut off, who bring it in the country, how it's coming, you cut it off, and you be high on it, it will not get to the end user. I mean, I agree they are unpaid, but you see, that's another topic by itself, right? And that's why I always tell the Liberian people every day we want to bring the executive. We want to bring the executive. Okay, I will send the link. I'll send the link right now, my brother. I'm sending the link. Every day we want to bring, we want to bring the executive, but we should not be bringing the executive every time because the national election. The link is right on the comment section. The link is on the comment section, my brother. The link is right under the comment section right there. Just go under the comment section. You'll see the link. My brother Bros. Okay. So let's take a quick musical break. Let's take a quick musical break. Facebook will have no copyright to the songs playing. Let's take the quick musical break. I like this song because I said Freedom Fighter by Cesar Gato. Let's play it. So.
They were liberator. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they kill their ground, they change their mind. When they kill their ground, they change their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom
The
fighters.
freedom fighter you raping our women.
They are freedom
The
fighters.
freedom fighter you killing our children.
They are freedom
The
fighters.
freedom fighter you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 oh, ayo, yo, ayo, 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 oh, ayo, yo, ayo, 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 music, aha.
Let's take this one. Let's take this one time. Bring this one in. So, viewer, wherever you are listening to me, my name is Andrew A. Dunn. I'm right here on the Image Spotlight this morning, broadcasting live on Facebook. And then, wherever you are, thank you for joining us. My brother Kesalu, thank you for joining us. And those of you who have been joining us since this morning, thank you so much, Rich Lou. Thank you, Justin, and the rest of you guys. Thank you for joining us. We still continue the program right here on Image Spotlight, and we're talking about drugs, the uses of drugs, the smuggling of drugs in Liberia. How can we curtail it? Go to the comment section. The link is there. You can pick the link up from there, and you'll be able to join us right here on the program, the Image Spotlight. Today we're discussing drugs, and I'm your host. My name is Andrew. I'm sitting far in North America, and I'm bringing you this broadcast live. So let's go back again to our topic on this program, Image Spotlight. Say no to drugs. Yes, let's say no to drugs. Let's say no to drugs. Let us say no to drugs. We are saying no to drugs. Okay. Let's say no to drugs. Yes, we have to say no to drugs. Saying no to drugs should not just be a one-day thing. It should be an everyday thing. Say no to drugs should not just be because I have been a victim, my family member have been a victim, my close associate have been a victim. Then we should all say no to drugs. No. If a child is in the dungeon, in the slum community, is taking in drugs, and a child is in Mama Point and living Mama Point, but yet is taking drugs, both of them are equal under the laws. No one has rights more than the other person. So do not fight because a person in Mama Point, on an AC, sleeping on an AC, but he has left his 80 a cozy residence and gone in the street to jump the one in the street there, and then you say, oh, let us fight against drugs. Meanwhile, those ones that were in the street, you didn't pay attention to them. Only because you came close home and you want to pay attention to them. Only because it came close home. The link is there on the page right here. It's right on the comment section. If you go there, you will see the link there. The last thing, let me see if I can pin it link. Let me see if I can pin it. No, I can't pin it. I'm able to pin this link. I don't know. I don't know if I could pin. I want to pin the comment right here, and then so you can be able to follow. Okay, wait. I need to pin it. Okay, sorry. The link is here. I mean, I'm just showing you for you to see it. It's on it. It's here also. There's a link. If you go on the section here, you will see the link. Take the link up and then be able to click on that link. And then I will invite you. You join us all together. We can discuss drugs, the smuggling of drugs in Liberia, and the usage. How do we curtail this whole thing in Liberia? The youth are suffering. The youth are dying. The young children are going through a lot of terrible situation. The entire generation, the next the next generation of Liberians are suffering. The next generation of Liberians are dying. They are going through difficult situation. Where are we with this one? Where are we with this one? Where are we with this one? Okay, so sorry for that quick pause. Trying to get something done. So my people. So you can the link is there. I have posted the link right here. You can come and take the link. You can take it up. Go to the link right under the image under the comment section, and then you put it up and see where we can go. The day is image spotlight. This is image spotlight. We together today we're discussing this drug issue in Liberia. How can we curtail the smuggling and usage of drugs among young children? We need to start from the community level. The government need to put in more resources to fight drugs. The government, in my view, they need to pay a lot of money to the security sector. With lawmakers, you reduce your salary because sometimes you don't wish evil for people, right? But if somebody lawmaker children were whether they could be involved in in the Sonny M, they were going to be too cool for some of us. Then probably they were going to be fighting. They were going to be fighting. Okay, probably they were going to be fighting. Okay, it's somebody lawmakers. It's somebody lawmakers children. I'm not wishing evil for them. I'm not wishing evil for them. You can go on the comment section, please. The link is there, Jimmy. Uh, Let me see if I can check it up and see. But Jimmy can go on the comment section. So you can go on the image. I post a link there already. You can go there and then come in. I'll be able to bring you in because If you want to discuss, I don't know why you guys are not getting the link, but the link is there right on the comment section there. You can go there. Let me check on it. So let me just take a break while I'm playing this song, so we can something. Just no camera, this song being played.
Wani maji enye wara wa monyonyu kweyan. Wani maji enye wara wa monyonyu kweyan. Ke wana wa kuna jira. Wasia wa plebia. Wana wa kuna konwe. Wasia wa plebia. Kena be monye be niaka.
One more freedom fighter.
Oh, wa monye oh.
One more freedom
Mo
fighter.
freedom fighter ke ni nyonyo bi okwasa.
One more freedom
Mo
fighter.
freedom fighter ke ni nyonyo bi ogbapa.
One more freedom
Mo
fighter.
freedom fighter ke ni nyonyo bi ojiye.
One more freedom fighter.
Ayi ayo 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 ayo. Iyayo ayo ayo. Oyi ayo yo ayo ayo. Iyayo ayo ayo ayo. Ayi ayo 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 ayo. Iyayo ayo ayo. Oyi ayo yo ayo ayo. Iyayo ayo ayo ayo. Wani maji anye wara wa monyonju kweyan. Wani maji anye wara wa monyonju kweyan. Ke wana wa kuna jia. Wasia wa plebia bu. Wana wa kuna konwe. Wasia wa plebia bu. Kena be monye be niaka.
One more freedom fighter.
Ii wa monye o.
One more freedom
Mo
fighter.
freedom fighter ke ni nyonyo bi okwasa.
One more freedom
Mo
fighter.
freedom fighter ke ni nyonyo bi ogbapa.
One more freedom fighter.
Okay, Jimmy, I'm sorry. Jimmy, what you do? Just WhatsApp me. I was sending the link to your WhatsApp, please. Just WhatsApp me, Jimmy. I will send the link to your WhatsApp. I don't know why it's not going through. I started going, but I don't know why it's not going through. So it's just difficult. But again, together we can discuss we can discuss the topic today on Image Spotlight. Together we're looking at the topic today called the say no to drugs. We're talking about saying no to drugs on a holistic level. How can we stop curtail the smuggling and usage of drugs among young people in our country, Liberia? We're seeing a lot of young people are suffering every day. Young people are going through little headaches. Young people are going through a situation. Someone say they're going through a situation that they cannot handle. I mean, it's not an easy task. It's not an easy task, right? So we need to do something about it. Like I said, it should not be based on someone's feelings. It should not be based on because somebody or child that you close to somebody, and then their child. Jimmy, something wrong with you? Oh. I sent it already, Jimmy. No, actually, I thought I stole your WhatsApp at JK. I didn't say story at Jimmy. I all looking at player saying Jimmy or brother Bros. But I sent it to you already. Was on a WhatsApp. Don't worry. I say sorry. God, I know you want to give me the money. I sent it to you already, Jimmy. I'm sorry. I still your name at JK instead of Jimmy. I didn't steal at Jimmy, so don't call me responsible. I stole it at JK. Because you're one using 300 names. Thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we were saying, my brother Jimmy will join us soon, and together we can discuss the issue of the drugs in Liberia. How can we curtail the uses of drugs among young people in Liberia? How can we stop the smuggling of drugs in Liberia by higher ups, by foreign nationals, by even local? The lady went to China or in Asia and she brought the drugs in. With all fear or favor, she brought the drugs in Liberia. She brought it. Let me see if I can find her and show her on the page here. Let me find her. Let me see if I can find her and show her. Yeah, I think the woman I should have her. Let me see. Uh, Sorry, I'm looking for her. Oh. I want to show her. I don't remember. I don't know. Okay, I will find her. I will find her, please. But we're looking. So if you want to join us, just join us today. Quickly, let's discuss the topic. Jimmy, I sent it to your WhatsApp number already. So the link is already just click it and join us today. Let's discuss the whole drugs issue in Liberia. We have just maybe 20 minutes to go here on the pro podcast here today. So wherever you are, however you listening, where you are, thank you for joining us. And together, let's say no to rape. I always used to say no to rape. Let's say no to drugs in Liberia. Let's say no to bringing drugs in Liberia. Let us say no, big no of drugs in Liberia. Wherever you are, however you listening, my name is Andrew. I'm your host on Image Spotlight, right here on Image TV Live and on my personal page where we are today. Jimmy is coming, Jimmy Kenzelu is coming to join us, and together we can all discuss drugs in Liberia. Wherever you are, if you want to join the program, then let me know. I'm going to send a link right here on the program, and then you can join us so we can all discuss about this smuggling of drugs in Liberia. So, my people, that is that. Let me take this one down. Let me remove the one from studio. I will bring this one back. Let me remove it from studio. So there's a situation, right? There's a situation we've been faced with from day one. Smuggling drugs in Liberia from day one. Jimmy are saying it already. You know what good at from day one. So Jonas, that just called drugs. Here you are. 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 Okay, let me see. I think I should have it. Let me see. I think I should have a photo. I'm coming. Sunday didn't I didn't save it. Okay. So I come here. I come to pull the woman picture up so you can see it for yourself. The woman, a fine woman. Somebody say beautiful woman. So I'm coming to pull her up again on this screen here. So I want you to see her, right? I want you to see her. Let me pull her up here. Image. Sorry, oh. That's the thing we can do. Oh. So if you look on the screen, you will see this beautiful woman. Her name is Quita, Koso, or whatever. And you will see this woman. You see her. She's the one who imported, who was caught at the RIA importing volumes of drugs in Liberia. And there's a woman who brought in the drugs in this country, and guess how she did it? She smuggled it up in a way that people could not even notice it. She smuggled it up, people could not easily notice it. You put it in a shirt, buy the shirt. Okay, Jimmy, no problem. No problem, Jimmy. Maybe we can do it tomorrow. So when you have time, we can do another thing tomorrow. So the woman put it in a shirt. You know what she did? She put it in a shirt. The tag of the shirt, everything. They open the clothes, they put it in the plastic. They paper the plastic. They put the brush away. They sew everything up, and they smoke it up in Liberia. I'm not sure how the uh, the people got it. I'm not sure how the DEA was able to grab this woman. But again, maybe they got a intel, they got a information that someone was smoking drugs. But they need to watch out for people like this. There are many. She's not the only person. These people are many. These people are many. But I don't want to use this time to thank every one of you who joined us today in trying to fight drugs in Liberia. I want to give it all to my big sister Niswa Livingstone. I want to give it all to Mr. Crow, daughter with my daughter Crow, and the rest of the women. I said to Bernice, Sabana, and the rest of the young ladies, men and women, Consider Konje, and the rest of the people who are taking this thing to a next level. My point here is we should not just do it because it comes to close home somehow. We should do it because it is something that we get passion in doing. The government of Liberia, you need to fight drugs. Just start fighting on who is the best government or who have been governing properly or who didn't govern properly. Liberia right now, Liberia, the children need you know the party. You are not in campaign mood, you are in governance mood. Now CDC in campaign mood. You're thinking all how to take you all to and come back. That's how you took me all to. But the entire thing should be about the country. Y'all leave the whole thing battling on Facebook. Who is this? Who is not this? Liberia is bigger than CDC. Liberia is bigger than Unity Party, bigger than any political party. It's bigger than the oldest party, True Root Party. But the young people in Liberia matters. Try to create a means. Reduce your salary, lawmakers. Amara Conan, you know that right on Facebook plenty. Senator Amara Conan, you know that right on Facebook plenty, Papa. You should be pushing a bill. I understand you smart, you get all of the ideas, a lot of things, you say a lot of good things. You read the economy and digest it and come up with your analysis. Great. But all of that plenty writing on Facebook and the American and the rest of you guys, it wouldn't help the Liberian bread and butter issue. You sit where you are. I don't want to go into politics. Hey, I don't want to go into politics. But I'm just talking you in the American. You sit right. We're talking about drugs. You sit right in the place that can make the policy, that can take the drugs affected you from the system, from the street, and put it into a place that will be home. Then just writing on Facebook, coming with all your data, all your thing. No. Labren get that for data. You know, cause something to a graph. Every day you come to graph. Labren believe in a graphic thing you're doing in your data analysis. I know you use data analysis to get the actual truth of the people, what the people going through. But with all the data that you use it when it's not being trickled down to the people, it's nothing. In as much I appreciate what you do, but we're fighting drugs in the country. If you people can reduce your salary, or you say, okay, every lawmaker will contribute, we'll reduce our salary by at least $1,000 each, you're 73, you're 103. Every month, 1,000, it will be 10,003. Let me see it. Sorry, I'm not good at mathematics. But I can calculate. So each lawmaker can say, every month, we'll contribute $1,000. Government give it directly to our take it from directly from our pay. We'll reduce our salary by $1,000 and we'll send it directly to the rehabilitation center to build rehab home for people. 103 lawmakers every month is 103,000 US dollars you can save. For me, I'm a finance man, so I think. But everything you don't want it for you and your wives and your children and your peers and your immediate relative. That's where you want the money for. But Amara Conan, Darrell Dillon, and the rest, you are pushed for 5,000. No one is listening to him. If you went there and you have supported Darrell Dillon bill to reduce salary to 5,000 for all lawmakers, you shouldn't have become with economic data to tell us something today. You know, some of y'all will take on your one-on-one one day. Me, I'm not, you educated more than me. You get your experience more than me. But I got my little idea that we all will push it. We got to be real here with issue. We gotta be real with issue. If one of you get everyone of you are all up 8,000, 10,000, 15,000 you're making, if you can reduce it, therefore the lawmaker, you go to all public corporation and all ministers, you put all together and say, look, every month we're gonna take $1,000 or 500 from you, and the number of how do you call it? Higher ups, deputy minister, assistant ministers, and ministers and deputy director, deputy managing director, and managing director. If you put all together, you say 500, and you put it together and dedicate it to establishing a real rehab If all of you lawmakers from various countries can raise money until we will build our rehab center in each country to put all the Zogos, I don't like to call them Zogos, but wayward youth, to put the wayward young children there, it will be better. 103,000 is enough every month. That will build maybe I mean, it can even be a 50-bedroom wing. You had a women, so maybe 25 for women with 4 bunk beds in each. And each room has their own bathroom. And he has somebody cooking for them. These things are achievable. These things can be done. But lawmakers sit down and put money in their pocket for just only for their family member. But every day they increasing it. But yet they want to shift blame on executive. That executive is not doing X, Y, and Z. Look, we will come by here to your lawmakers. Some of you, we will come to your and we'll dig down into your. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Hear the woman on the screen here. She brought in drugs in this country. But some of you lawmakers, I guess some of you know the woman. And some of you have been transacting with her. Some of you DE boy know it, but only because she's being caught today, it really push her, she will confess, she will call some of your name. But we sit every day and don't talk anything important. Lawmakers, you can save $103,000 every month. Contribute it. And you said this one will go. We want to do it. We want to build. You know, it's very easy to, yeah. It's very easy to manage Liberia. If we just allocate the resources and start wasteful spending and put spending on health. If you deny the person of help, it's a human right violation. You deny somebody of education, it's a human right violation. You deny somebody of food, shelter, it's a human right violation. But you see, these things, like we don't understand them. We don't understand them, many of us. But we just look one side of issue. We just look one side of issues. We don't care. Lawmakers, you are a problem for Liberia. What will it cost? All that money you're making in that country there. If you took 103,000 every month from your salary, each lawmaker, and be distributed among the 15 counties every month, and say we're going to build rehabilitation center for drugs and drugs affected youth. So if you took 103,000 and you divide it by 15 counties, it's $6,000 per county. In a year's time, 6,600 or 6,600 in a year's time times 12 is 79,000. It could even build a good facility for the people. The next year, you will not build it again. You will not be using to feed the people. You may not have to feed them 3 times a day, but you feed them heavily in the morning, heavily in the evening. Those things are achievable. Other people in the Western world can do it. Why can you do it? But everything, you want to ride the best cars. You want to live in the best mansions. But the people who brought you into power are suffering. Their rights have been violated on a daily basis. If it's that school, a president going to how they call it, dedicate tomorrow in Bomb County. I don't care who built it. So, CDC people taking glory for, oh, we don't want funding, we don't want did it, we don't want build it. I don't care. But you build a school, the school doesn't have teacher. They're not school there. You build that kind of big high school over there where it doesn't have teacher. They're not school there. No, let that be real issue. The thing that was going to be celebrating was going to be praising and so be fighting for. We're not fighting for. Hey, you build that thing over there, you now have something. What you know what I mean? You don't have teacher. So fighting drugs in Liberia should not just be it should not be from the lips. It should be from our heart. It should be deeply rooted from our hearts as people. It should come from our heart, from our inner being. I'm telling you, my little brother was a victim, but thank God Do you know how many children we know that die from the uses of drugs? How many people are close to home that pass away because they use drugs and drugs kill them? But yet you send your children out of this country, they are all part of the world, and you will come on Facebook be bragging about your children, but they are out of the country having better education. But the young ones back home that who sacrifice themselves, who parents stood in line, walked in poo water, did everything, and voted you into power, yet you don't want to listen to the plight. Well, my time is up. I plan to be here for at least 1 hour, 30 minutes. I got 6 more minutes to go. And you want to contribute, you can post a comment there. We're going to read your comment so you can. But today, we've been discussing on the image spotlight, and we're spotlighting the use of drugs. Say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. We don't want drugs in Liberia. Liberia should be a drug-free zone where our children will live and feel better. So most of the school zones, the schools should take serious action to it. Most of the school zones in the schools, there where the drugs are. The children smuggle the drugs they carry in the school. And they unknowingly give it to their children. They give it to their peers. They say, oh, my man, I can't, that cake, they put it in the phone of cake. They put it in the phone of cookies. And as soon as they give it to you, you eat it, your whole ass starting, you start getting dizzy. You start getting dizzy. And some of our children taking the drugs unknowingly because their friends offer them. So the schools should be responsible to also help. You see, the whole drug issue, like I said from the beginning, is not just for government alone. It's from the community. The community should take the bull by the horn. It should be everybody's business. It should not just be my business. It should be everyone's business. But we sit and we don't care. Until it comes close to home, then we jump in the street. Oh, my son, my daughter, my this. My son, my daughter, my this. Where I am, I'm sad because of the young children. And the things we're overlooking, so if we don't fight it now, it will go from generation to generation. It will go from this generation to the next generation. And at the end of the day, we all will regret our actions and inactions. Liberia is our country. Liberia is our country. We all should fight to save it. We all should fight to save the next generation. We all should fight to eradicate drugs usage in Liberia. We should not just go for the users of the drugs, the end user of the drugs. Let us go to the source where the drugs is coming from. Who's bringing the drugs in the country? Those who are responsible, like this woman on the screen here, who was caught at the Rawa International Airport and brought drugs in there. I'm talking about this woman right on the screen. And she get people behind her. She get accomplice. She get people accompany her. People who working with her. They have people who working with this woman. So if you press her, don't torture her, press her, interrogate her, she gonna tell you who involved. Definitely, my brother. Haiti is a typical example. So if we're not careful, President Baka, you'll be saying that to your heart, you just be president. But the trust cartel will run the country. And this is the reason why, for me, we will continue to talk because we got our young children. So this woman, I think, does she have children? Because we don't have feelings. Does she have children? I'm not sure she does. If she does have children, then obviously then then she's heartless. You go where Asia, and it's not your first time traveling. You go where Asia, and I'll keep you on the screen here for a longer time anyway. For the next 2 minutes, you'll be on the screen. You will conclude my statement. You travel to China or Asia, though China is in Asia, but I don't know what part of Asia you went. So I may say China, I may say Japan, I may say Taiwan, I will say other part of Asia you went, and you brought somebody's suitcase, somebody that you don't even know, to in your own view. You crazy? Something wrong with you? You don't even know what inside? And they warn you at the airports, be careful with someone else's bag. Luggage. Oh, please carry that thing for me, man. You don't know the address? Then you put your name tag on it. They tag your name on it. When you come at RIA, they boom. Oh, I don't know the person. Who gonna believe you? Who's gonna believe you, mama? So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, wherever you've been listening, thank you for watching. Emmanuel Wilson, my brother, thank you for joining us at this time. Exactly, we say how Haiti and other countries were taken over by drug dealers. I want to thank you for joining. Those of you who came early today to listen to us today or viewed us today right here on Facebook. And we say thank you for joining us. This is Image Spotlight. We're going to come here again next time when the time is there. So together we can discuss about drugs usage in Liberia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Together we can fight drugs together. Not just one person, it should be holistic. We can begin from the community level and then reach to the higher height. And together we all can fight against the smuggling and the usage of drugs in Liberia. My name is Andrew. I am your host on for the program, the Image Spotlight, right here on Image TV Live. Until I see you again, let God bless you and have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. I see you when I see you. So let's go home with this song, Liberia, A, Liberia, A. Let's go home with this song that says, Liberia, A, Liberia, A. Okay, let's go in with it. It is a song. This is it. Take it up. Our country, Liberia, has turned into drugs country. Our country, Liberia, has turned into drugs country. It's no longer that sweet land of liberty. It's no longer that sweet land of liberty. It's no longer where we stood and said, I play allegiance to this country called Liberia. It's no longer that country again. It is a drugs-infected country. And our young children, these girls are sinking. Their peers are in the ghettos. Their peers are in the street. Every now and then, and they are crying. They are singing, Liberia, Liberia. Our country, oh, Liberia. Our country, Liberia, has turned into a drug-infested nation. Until we all fight together as people, until we all fight together from the community level, until we fight together as lawmaker, until we fight together as government of the Republic of Liberia and the people of Liberia to curtail the usage and smoking of drugs in Liberia, our young people generation going to shatter. It's going to fail. It's going to scatter in a way that nobody will be able to recognize us in the country. We don't want to be like other nations that have been infected by drugs, but Liberia together, we can do it. Our country, oh, our country, Liberia. Oh, Liberia, 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 our country, oh, Liberia. You see how beautiful the children dancing on? Their peers are taking drugs. Their peers are consuming drugs. They are in the ghettos, in the graveyards, in the street corners, around the street, down from my hill. All the places, all the sound, all the market people, all the children up there because they cannot go home back to their parents. Yet, them is not doing anything about it because they decide. We need to take them and carry them to rehab home. Let's take care. We need to fight drugs, not just only one person. We said it and we'll continue to say it. My name is Andrew A. Dunn. I came here to say it and I will always say it. Let God bless you. Together, we will be back here again tomorrow for another edition of the program, The Image Spotlight, and we will going to talk about drugs. Thank you for joining us, and may God bless each and every one of us. God bless you, and I'll talk to you as when I see you. Bye bye and bye bye.